What's going on, you guys? This is your boy Denzel. Welcome back to another YouTube channel. This video is going to be more so of an update, and I'm just going to catch you guys up on what has been going on in my life since I made the transition down here to South Carolina. So before I get into all that, if you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, turn on your post notifications so you'll never miss an opportunity when I post a new video. So let's get on with this update, okay? Woo! So you guys, I'm gonna just be 100% transparent. It has been a while since I last uploaded a video. I think probably the last video I uploaded might have been sometime last month. I don't know if I did a 1 month update, but I want to say I probably did. But anyways, it's now been 2 months. Actually, no, I didn't do a 1 month update. I was supposed to. I got lazy. Full transparency. Thinking out loud about everything. But anyways, regardless of the point, I'm here with another video. So it's been a little over 2 months since I moved down here, and I just kind of want to just update you guys on where I'm at and where the rest of this year is gonna look like for me. So yeah, so for those of you might have missed some like the previous videos, I moved from Massachusetts down to South Carolina on September 11th, and it has already been 2 months, and I can't believe how quickly time has already passed. That it's already 2 months, you know? It's crazy that I really made this decision. I'm actually doing this whole adulting thing, and I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely not an easy thing, but at the same time, it has definitely been worth it. I'm not gonna go into everything until I feel like God gives me the right opportunity and time to really go through my entire story. But where am I now at after just being down here for 2 months? So, good thing is I do have this part-time seasonal job. I do the Christmas photos at the mall as an assistant manager, and it was just the way that God even got me to this job. I mean, like anything else, I just been throwing in applications here and there, and I saw this job. I want to say it was like from ZipRecruiter. And I basically applied for like the seasonal photography job, and I'm just like, well, it's probably gonna be like everything else where I put an application and I'm not gonna hear from nobody at all. But I get a phone call from the district manager who was doing the recruiting, and we talked on the phone for a little bit. She invited me to a group interview on that Friday, and you know, 3 days later, so that Monday, I get a text from her saying that like, hey, I just want to let you know that I sent you your background information. Welcome to the team. I'm like, wow, praise God. Now I have a job. Cool. So I'm going throughout that week. So we're in October, just to clarify. And Wednesday, I probably noticed that we had online trainings that we had to complete. So I started doing them. Then Relentless had their midweek service, so I kind of stopped so I can watch that, and then finished it all on Thursday. So by Thursday, like I was texting the manager that I was going to be under, and I was just like asking her, like, you know, I had completed all the online trainings and whatnot, and I just want to know if there's anything else I need to do. So we're just texting back and forth and whatnot, and then within that text, it was just like, she ended up asking me, like, you know, can I appoint you as an assistant manager? And I was just shocked, but also I was just thrilled because just like, you know, God gave me this job on a Monday. By Thursday, He already promoted me, and the job didn't even start until, you know, this month on November 12th. And, you know, I'm just thankful for the opportunity, and of course just seeing all the different families that are coming into the mall that want to take these Christmas photos with Santa, and just the kids' expressions in the mall. I mean, granted, it's just like, it's definitely hard on my feet, so I'm definitely needing to invest in a foot tub and some Epsom salt because my feet be barking, okay? they be barking. So I need to get them, probably get some compression socks, probably get like a knee brace because, you know, with between like the running and just being on the floor at the church to like all the standing and just walking around throughout the mall, it is doing a little pressure on my knees. So I definitely need to make sure I take care of myself and just be aware of what it is that I'm doing and just making sure I'm not putting too much stress on it. But just, you know, want to make sure I take the best care of my health and whatnot. Other than that, I'm also like still just putting in applications everywhere. A lot of times when like I talk with people about jobs, like they're always asking like, oh, well, so what do you want to do? And a lot of what I want to do is being in the college settings. But what a lot of colleges nowadays is like either, you know, like they say that like they're recruiting, but in reality they already had like a candidate already picked up by the time I put my application in or whatever the case may be. I think the other hindrance is just because I don't drive at the moment. That is something that I am working on. But it's just more than those things where it's just like I'm trying to find areas where I can work at that's like at least like close to where I'm currently at, just so that's the way I can, you know, get my foot grounded and just be able to just do something with myself, you know. So I'm still putting out applications, still making moves as I can, and you know, just really just trusting God, which just brings me into this next update where, you know, I came to this realization on Friday where while I was at work and I was like talking to my mom about this on Saturday, where it was just like, you know, God will just always use me at any point in time, and it's like, who am I to tell him like, no, I don't want to like say this or I don't want to do that. It's just like when God speaks, you move. And Friday, well, I mean, during the week, during like this past week, I like was very heavy in my spirit and just trying to think about every single thing that it is that like I'm not seeing for myself, and this whole contemplation of like wanting to move back to Massachusetts and whatnot. And I went to my circle group, and well, the circle I'm a part of, I asked them like to pray with me. I put a post in there to them like just pray with me, and thankfully Thursday I was able to get off of work and just enough time to log in to get into my circle group session. So everybody was basically pouring into me, and this one person basically made the question, and I'm paraphrasing here because I don't remember how she exactly put it, but it was basically like, you know, are you going to choose joy or are you going to just continue just to do things in your own way? So after when I logged off, I'm just like, God, like, you brought me down here for a reason, and I'm still not seeing it. Things are not the way that I was hoping them to be. But I know that I'm here for a purpose, and like, do I go back to Massachusetts, just find a job that way and, you know, just figure it out, you know? And while I was at work, I want to say, did I post it Thursday? I either posted this on Thursday or I did it Friday, but like I sent this message out to a couple people that I knew that I wanted them to like pray with me, because I'm just like, you know, like this is a really big decision and I want y'all to pray with me. And, you know, I thank God for one of the elders at the church that we were able to get on the phone before I started working and before I was at work. And, you know, I was crying in like our break room before anybody was there. And as we were like just talking, we just started praying, but it was just like as she was pouring into me, I really had to make that decision where it was just like, when I woke up Friday, it's like, you know what? I choose joy. I'm choosing to stand. I'm choosing to chase after God. I'm not running to everyone else anymore. Like, I'm choosing to run after Him. And with last Sunday's message, Pastor John spoke about Certified Next, and what he basically said that I took it as a key takeaway for myself was that my next is now. And what I realized when we were praying was that I couldn't really say anything but just thank you. And I'm just like, God, like you see everything, and I want to be able to pray for all this stuff, but really, I'm just coming to you just to say thank you. I'm thanking you for the ups. I'm thanking you for all these downs. I'm thanking you for the storms that I'm in, and I'm just like, just thank you. And so while I was at work on Friday, during like our afternoon session, it was like probably like more so closer to when we're about to close, and I felt like this heaviness come down on me, and I'm just like, whoa, what was this? Because I was very joyful earlier, so what's happening right now? And when I turned, there was this young lady and her son that was in line waiting to take pictures with Santa and whatnot, and God just started downloading into me so much about her, and this is the first time I've ever met this person. So it's just like, I'm trying not to cry, and I'm like, God, you are really showing up right now. You want me to speak to her right now, what you're saying, while I'm at work? And it was just like, we're like just having like small talk and whatnot before we take the pictures, because like there was like a family that came up to talk to Santa real quick before I took her pictures. And I was like telling her, I'm just like, as she's like, tell me about like some of these stuff. I'm just like, like I want to be able to tell you something, but it's like I'm at work and I'm also trying not to cry at the same time. She was just like saying like, no, like everything is good. Like, I'm a fighter. Like, I'll fight if I have to. I don't want to because of this little one, but I will if I have to. I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with that. It's just that God wanted me to tell you that He loves you, and that every single tear that you cried, He has heard it, and He said it's gonna get better. So she just starts to like tell me about all like the stuff that she's going through. I'm just like, yeah, I know, because God told me about it. And I think I'll probably call my mom about it, and just like I came to that realization where it's just like, I feel like I'm like always handicapping myself to other people, and I can't do that. So when Saturday comes around, and this all happened like this week by like just like this past weekend, and one of the things that happened was that I was taking this picture of like this girl and Santa. Then like, they started like talking, so I ended up like walking away, and I saw her that she started crying. And by the time like I came back, I just went to go get like a sip of water real quick, and Santa was just like telling her like, we'll just make sure that we send a prayer up for her, and we'll make sure to keep that in your prayer. Then he points over to me, and it's just like, but he can make sure that like your prayers get up to the big man himself. And I'm just like, oh, what happened? And he was just like, just keep her mom in your prayers because she's dealing with kidney failures. And I'm not the type of person that would just like right away just put my hands on somebody like in like a comfort sense. Normally I like want to ask first, but it's just like, when God's moving, you just go ahead and just do. So I was just like, yeah, I'll make sure to keep your mom in prayer. But what threw me off was just like Santa ended up saying like, oh, can we pray right now? And I'm just like, sure, why not? And it's like, because, you don't miss out on the opportunity just to take that moment just to pray, regardless of what other people may think. And, it was just like that moment where it was just like when like my mom and I have like a lot of these conversations. So it's just like, she was just like, you just never know when God's going to show up and use you. I'm just like, yeah, because, even in spite of like all the stuff that I was just like thinking about throughout the week, it's just like, God still shows up, and you have to act. When God moves, you move. And I just can't help but just thank Him. So basically, I say all that to say about what the rest of this year is going to look like for me. And there are like some changes that I'm going to be going through, and that I'm going to be doing. And I've decided to fully release out my yes to God, even though I felt like I was already saying yes to Him fully. But then it's just like when certain things comes about, it's just like, oh, so that was also included as part of the yes. So I haven't fully said yes to you. Okay, but I'm going to say yes to you. But it's just like, there's always like something else that God reveals, and I'm just like, okay, so I'm really not committing fully 100%. But I made the decision over this weekend where it's just like, even though God, I don't know what you're trying to do, but I want to be able to be a part of your will. So I made the decision to give out my full yes to God. And for me personally, because it's the new chapter, a new season of my life, Relentless is doing a baptism during Pursuit Night on December 1st. And I decided to get rebaptized because personally, I mean, I was baptized when I was younger, and I understood the whole point about it when I was growing up in the church back home in Massachusetts. But it's that the reason why I want to get rebaptized is because I feel what God is about to do in 2022, and with me making this decision on doing a full yes, that one, I do know that these attacks are going to continue to get stronger and stronger, as a test for me to still continue to stand on my yes to God, as well as that He is about to do something so amazing that is going to continue to blow my mind. And I want to make sure that my commitment to Him is 100% true to Him. And getting rebaptized is one, I'm fully letting go of all my past in Massachusetts, all the bondage, the hurt, the pain, the depression, the suicide, everything that I was dealing with back there. I am laying it down permanently in this watery grave and coming back up as a new person that is looking to do what it is that God says to do. Not to say that I haven't been doing what it is that God told me to do, but in this newly fully committed way where I want God to be glorified in every single thing that I do. Every single door that He opens, He gets the glory out of it. Every job that He allows me to go into, He gets the glory out of it. Every new business venture that comes out, He gets the glory out of it. Like, it's not my will, but it's His will being done. So if you are in the South Carolina area, make your way down to Relentless Church down here in Greenville, South Carolina on December 1st at 7:30 p.m. Because I am getting rebaptized. And if you're not going to be in the Greenville area, I encourage you to go to the Relentless Church's YouTube page, the John Gray Ministry YouTube page, the Relentless Church Facebook page, the John Gray Ministry Facebook page, and join me and the rest of my Relentless Church family on December 1st at 7:30 p.m. for our Pursuit Night baptism, where I will be getting rebaptized. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to probably put me on camera because they're just going to, I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's just, regardless if I'm on camera or I'm off camera, but just to celebrate with me in my yes. Celebrate with me in my yes, celebrate with me in this new season, this new chapter, because my belief, my goal, and again, if it's in God's will, 1 of 3 of my business ventures will be launching in the beginnings of 2022. I'm not saying it's going to be January, I'm not saying it's going to be February, but it's going to be in the beginning parts of 2022. So stay tuned to what that's going to be. All my social media links are down below. So make sure you follow me on all social media platforms to see what it is that God's about to do in this season, in this new next, in this new venture, because he's really about to he's just about to blow my mind, the church's mind, the nation's mind, and the world's mind. And it's because of me just saying yes. And sorry I seem a little mellow. It's just because I'm just very excited about what God is doing. And, you know, the way the Holy Spirit moved in church today was just like, one of the songs that was sung was Never Lost. And, you know, God has never lost a battle, and he never will. He never will. And I just thank God that the battle for my life, he did not lose. There's been many times when I was ready to just throw in the towel and just say that I give up and just to forget this whole God thing, but God hasn't brought me this far just to leave me. And I'm going to just end this video now before I start crying, because I don't got time for this. But y'all be with me. Keep me in your prayers. All the information is down below in the description box. So again, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to this video. Well, subscribe to my channel, like this video, turn your post notification, leave a comment down below. And even if you yourself that, I also would just bring the invitation to you as well, that like if you want to be baptized, and if you don't belong to any particular church, you can always sign up on the Relentless Church's website to sign up for baptism, and you can get baptized alongside me on December 1st. Or if you do have a church home that you belong to, talk with your pastor, minister, whoever it is that's overseeing your church, and ask them about getting baptized. And I'm not talking about sprinkles. I'm talking about being fully submerged underwater, where the old man dies and you come back as a new creation. So if that's something that you desire to do, then join me December 1st, whether you're coming into the church or if you decide that you can also do your own. So when the pastors make that declaration for you to be baptized in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, just dunk yourself in your bathtub and you will be officially baptized. You can have somebody dunk you, or you can try to dunk yourself. I don't know how that works, but you know, use what you got, you know, because we want you to be new in Christ and to make this decision to really commit to following him and to allow him just do the transformation in your life. So that's it for this week's video. I don't know how long it's going to be until I do the next one. But, you know, just stay in touch with me on social media, because I definitely be posting on there. Not as often just because of my work schedule, but I'm coming back. And you don't want to miss what God is about to do in this next season.